west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A gain of 29. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Josh Lambo to kick off forward.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Jaguars take over.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis.
Darius Geis.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I got him. Check 52 at the line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 6 carries, 60 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 13 carries, 66 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Rolling to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
Number 26.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
The end of the first quarter.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Will score that a 36-yard punt. The Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Down at the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket.
Travis Kelce. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Are you serious?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
When you're struggling.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man open left side, it's Williams. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Darnold from the gun. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Josh Lambo to kick off for.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we've reached halftime here. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
21.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole, and off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Olabisi.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Chiefs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
49.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 26.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run at that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Chiefs.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Mahomes sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 49.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw, Darnold. Off to Geis on the screen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Come to my work.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, this is Geis. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Recovered by
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. March 50, March 50, March 50.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, it was fourth down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on fourth down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go with Williams. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Play is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll run with Geis. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? What's broke to a guy with a mask?